Which brings us to the question, how good is DeepSeek?
The world's biggest company, being massively sold off today. Estimates that the global markets will have lost around $1 trillion. That's about 800 billion pounds in value.
It's a bloodbath on Wall Street. Since morning, tech stocks have been tumbling. They're set to lose $1 trillion, $1 trillion in a day. Most of DeepSeek's models are open source or open weight, meaning developers can access the code and they can build upon it.
Don't we? But what about this new app, a new AI app, which seems to be taking the market by storm in America? Is this going to be a new headache for Donald Trump? Why do I say that? Well, just a week ago, Donald Trump spoke about raising anything up to $500 billion by way of investment in American AI. Now, there's a Chinese startup that's been unveiled. It's cheaper, it's more sustainable, it's more powerful than anything in the West, and it's free. Mark Selman is the tech correspondent for The Times, and he's here. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
What an extraordinary story, this, Mark. Do tell us more.
Yeah, so this is a Chinese startup. It's actually been around for a little while, but it was spun out of a hedge fund. And what it's done is created a AI model and a chatbot out of it, a little bit like ChatGPT, but they've done it at a fraction of the cost and extremely quickly. And it seems to rival OpenAI's most powerful reasoning model. This is called O1, and it's the one that you use if you want a deeper response, more mathematical and more reasoned responses.
But what about the question of security? Because, it's now a familiar concern, isn't it, that an app like this coming out of China could do all sorts of things which are not helpful or desirable to us in the West, spying on us and so on.
Yes, so as part of its privacy policy, when you sign up to DeepSeek, you also sign up to it collecting your keystrokes, which is how you type on the keyboard. Those who use it should be aware of that. And I think as more people use it, they'll find more issues with it that may not be compatible with Western users.
You have to wonder what President Trump is going to do about this. He doesn't want to ban TikTok now. He just wants an American company to have more than half of it. Now, here's another one. He must be concerned about this. Maybe we don't know, but where does this one go as far as the White House is concerned?
DeepSeek was trained for around $6 million. It may sound like a lot, but in the world of AI, it's peanuts. Tech giants use far more money to build such applications. Take Meta, for example. Meta uses upwards of $60 million to train its AI model Llama. That's what makes DeepSeek stand out. It is cheap. Also, it does not use advanced chips. And that's another reason for this hype. You see, for the longest time, the US had the edge in the AI race. Washington tried to keep that lead. So it sanctioned China. It slapped tariffs on Chinese companies, it limited their access to technology, and all of this had only one goal, to keep China lagging behind.
The assumption had always been that America had a march on China and the rest of the world on AI, which is obviously going to be the next great industrial revolution. So this potentially changes everything. Maybe the Americans don't have that advantage that they assume they did. Maybe the Chinese have stolen a march on them, and this has huge implications for investment markets around the world and broader geopolitics as well.